Hi. What do we lose when schools are shut down? There is a saying we often repeat about India with pride. Education is the foundation of social progress. But today, we must ask ourselves a serious question. Is our education actually growing, or are educational institutions merely multiplying while the true value of education diminishes? Despite having more schools, more colleges, more digital facilities, and more competitive exams, if human honesty, empathy, social responsibility, and respect for others are declining, then we have somehow lost the true purpose of education. This is not just an emotional acquisition. Recent statistics on school education in India raise serious questions. First of all, what happened to 94,000 government schools in India? Published in 2026, the Niti Aayog reported titled School Educating System in India, Temporal Analysis and Policy Roadmap for Quality Enhancement examines educational changes over a decade from 2014 and 2015 to 2024 to 2025. This is supported by data from the Unified District Information System for Education, that is UDSC. Over the decade, approximately 94,000 government schools were closed down, averaging a reduction of about 25 government schools per day. While India had roughly 11 lakhs 7,000 government schools in 2014 to 2015, the number dropped to 10 lakhs 13,000 in 2024 to 2025. Meanwhile, private schools grew from 2 lakhs 88,000 to 3 lakhs 39,000. This is a significant shift. Government schools decreased while private schools increased. Worse still, even the total number of students dropped from 26.95 crores to 24.69 crores, meaning roughly 2.26 crores students stopped their education. Just imagine it. According to 2024 to 2025 UDSC data, India has a total of 14.71 lakh schools, 24.69 crore students, and 1.01 crore teachers. Government schools make up 69% of the total schools. The question naturally arises, why were so many government schools closed or merged? The second aspect I wanted to bring forth, what are the real reasons behind school closures? Instead of relying on political slogans, we must listen to the data. Niti Aayog points to four primary reasons. First of all, school consolidation or rationalization. Policies were implemented to merge small schools with low student enrollment into larger nearby schools. The goal was to efficiently utilize teachers and infrastructure, improve the teacher-student ratio, and centralize better facilities in one major hub. Declining facilities rates, that is our second point that they are brought out. As fertility rates dropped across several states, the population of school-aged children decreased, naturally resulting in lower student enrollment in certain regions. The third point that they bring forth, rural to urban migration. As families move to cities in search of livelihoods, shift toward private education. That is the fourth point. Driven by expectations of English medium education, better infrastructures, and a competitive environment, many families move to private schools, dropping enrollments in government institutions. While part of this shift relates to consolidation, demographic changes, and migration, much of it points to systemic changes. However, a more crucial question remains. When a school closed down, is it just a building that is lost? Not at all. Particularly in rural India, a school is not merely an educational center. It is a community hub. Who suffers first when a school is no longer close to home? Reports provides a vital warning. In 2014, the national institution rate from class 8 to class 9 was 19.58%. By 2024, it dropped to 86.6%, while primary level dropout is only around 0.3%. It spikes to 11.5% at the secondary level. The third problem that we are facing is social reality. When a small village school closes down, a child has to travel much further, raising safety concerns, especially for girls. If the family's financial situation is poor, travel costs become an added hurdle. Thus, a minor administrative decision transforming into a devastating blow to a child's education journey. Educationists warn that shutting down neighborhood schools forces rural students, particularly girls, to travel long distances, thereby driving up secondary dropout rates. Therefore, school consolidation must not be treated as a mere administrative exercise. It is an issue of social justice. When education shrinks to just marks, that is my fourth point that I wanted to elucidate. This brings us to the core issue of moral decay. Today, in many households, the benchmark of educational success are how many marks, what rank, which college, what salary. Yes, if a child activities top marks while lying, humiliating others, refusing to help a struggling classmate, and viewing cheating as normal, can we truly call them educated? Education must nurture the intellect, but it must equally shape character. The annual status of education report 2024 surveyed over 6.5 lakh children across 600 plus districts spanning 28 states and 2 union territories. It assessed not just basic learning outcomes like reading and math, but also schooling patterns and digital access. Today, the challenge is no longer just asking, are children going to school? The next question is, what are they learning? And more importantly, what kinds of human beings are they becoming through what they learn? The results have been disheartening. The fifth point that I wanted to bring in, early warnings of moral decline. Moral decline cannot be captured by a single national statistic. However, behavioral studies highlights a deep concern. A 2024 study of 169 school-going adolescents in South India analyzed various forms of bullying, physical, verbal, social, and rational, traditional, and virtual. Another South Indian study covering 205 7th to 9th grade students in Udupi district examined bullying experiences and attitudes. While these are not national-wide metrics, they deliver a clear message. Academic learning alone is not enough. Relationships, empathy, respect, emotional well-being, and responsible behavior must become core components of education. If you are not bringing all these aspects, our education system will be vanished one day. Similarly, a 2024 study on academic dishonesty showed that among 76 elementary school-aged children, 27% self-reported cheating at school. While a small sample size, it highlights how children perceive cheating and underscores the urgent need to shift our questions from how many marks did you get to how honest were you. The sixth one that I wanted to ponder is education manufacturing products instead of human beings. This is the most pressing question. Education is frequently viewed purely as an investment. Educate the child so they get a good job. Sure, they will get a job. Certainly, jobs are necessary. Financial security is necessary. Science and technology are vital. But of what use is society if a person secures a job yet lacks humanity? A doctor has knowledge but lacks of compassion. What would it be good? An engineer has skill but lacks of accountability. An official has power but lacks integrity. A lawyer knows the law but lacks a sense of justice. A teacher knows the syllabus but lacks love for the students. Where then is the true purpose of education? The seventh point that I wanted to ponder, Redefining the quality of education. The 2024 Performance Assessment Review and Analysis of Knowledge for Holistic Development, Rastriya Survation, assessed over 21 lakh students and 74,000 schools all across our India, evaluating crore competencies in grade 3, 6 and 9 alongside emotional well-being and school environments. This represents a crucial shift because education can no longer be reduced to textbook knowledge alone. So, the moral decline in India's education system, what we lose when schools are shut down. So, we need to redeem our school educations. We need to redeem the value system of our education. Until we redeem it, all our effort will be in vain and our nation will be going to suffer a huge in future. Thank you very much.